Hello, and welcome to the Mario Kart World Cup stream hosted by MK Boards, and I'm streaming it too, I guess. In all seriousness, welcome to EndGameTV, and welcome to the World Cup. Following upset defeat, honestly, from Canada onto Germany. They're around 40 or 50 or so points. We're going to be seeing the USA versus Canada match I didn't expect to see. Germany having been sent down to the losers round 1 match coming up after this round. So with that being said, we have plenty of action left to come up ahead of us as our racers here and whatnot are getting adjusted, situated, and into the room. We have some of our players in the room, but of course the conditionals and whatnot will be resuming the cast momentarily. 8 players in the room, 4 to come. USA getting the #1 seed, but of course playing the I guess technically, or the quote-unquote 3rd and 6th seed. They actually play the 6th seed just because, what is it? And Canada's the 5th seed, not the 6th seed, so the bracket has that messed up. But normally in like a situation where you have seeds actually based on their like 1 through 8, you would have had USA play against the winner of Nordic versus France. However, in this situation, the Mario Kart World Cup is comprised of 2 groups in group play, and USA got the 1st seed out of Group Y, and so they play against the likely 2nd place out of Group X, but Germany, unfortunately, not exactly coming out with that win, which is why we have this matchup, USA versus Canada. And this matchup hasn't happened too much at all. In fact, if I'm correct, they've only really played in Mario Kart 8 before in the past in elimination stages. So that being said, really excited to see what comes out of this Canada squad that I wouldn't have guessed to be here. I would have guessed them to have gotten knocked out and to be playing in that match G in that losers round 1. Which, well, now in this case, Germany will be going off against the loser of match C, which is UK versus Nordic. So that's going to be really interesting. That's going to be a really tough one to swallow for whoever gets knocked down to a loser's bracket. And that's going to mean that winner semifinal matchup is really costly. The loser of this one between Canada and USA will go off against the loser of Nordic versus France, which was of course France. So France versus, I'm assuming, I mean I don't want to put Canada down too much, but I'm assuming is going to be Canada unless they keep the insane run they're apparently wanting to start. For those that don't know, USA, I mean, apart from winning the group stages and having the biggest plus-minus differential, what have you, they did win the World Cup last year, coming really close in a really close affair versus the UK in the finals, and of course after that match versus France in the semifinals. So they're definitely, if you're not really familiar with the scene, probably one of the more active communities in the game, active regional communities, and they've definitely like produced a lot of the good players known in Mario Kart Wii, but they're definitely not like by far and above the best. So with that being said, I guess we'll take a little bit of a break until we get everybody reliably in the room. It'll take a little bit of a while before that happens, and in the meantime, UK versus Nordic is happening right now, so we might go ahead and tune over to that for a little bit while we wait on this match to update and whatnot. MK Boards, I believe, will be hosting the stream. I don't think they'll be casting over it. So if you want just like a stream to chill to or whatever, I'd hop on over to MK Boards. That about covers it for now. We'll be back in a couple minutes. USA Canada to come shortly after. And of course, don't go away.
て遠くに見えた星が近づいた消えてた思いをたどり走り出す記憶周りも見えないスピードに優しく奏でるバラードを優しく奏でるバラードを悩んだメロディー抱きしめてモノクロの夜にさよならを小さな目の中
Hi. Welcome, welcome. We're back. And we have more action to cast over. So I'm excited. 11 people in the room. Sorry, 10 people in the room before someone got knocked out. So that's nice. So I'm really glad. I'll be casting with KP for this next match. And if KP's here, he's going to unmute in approximately there.
I am around. Hello, how are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm actually really ready to cast this one. I was super surprised to see it turn out the way it did. Canada, like I caught wind of Canada leading Germany, you know, in the midst of the Nordic versus France match, and I was like, oh, okay. I guess I mean, I guess Germany's having like a bumpy start, whatever. Like, I still fully expect to see Germany like in the next match that we cast. And like as time went on, it just never really seemed to be the case. Canada always had this like 10-point, 20-point lead over Germany, and it never really went away for whatever reason. And so I'm really interested to see, you know, some of the standout players that Canada has been able to produce, not only over this past year, but for the many years in the past couple of years in the Mario Kart community. You have Trix, who just joined the room, who's super good for them. And it has been inconsistent at times, but at least right now, hopefully able to do a little bit of a better part. Is there anybody that you might be looking out for on either roster?
Well, for me personally, I know quite a few of these people on both teams. I believe USA probably has the edge, as they have got a few more, I think, credible frontrunners, such as, you know, they have Derek, who's the host of the room, they have Crusher, they have TK64. All these people are very well known as Division 1 players. They are very well known in the community, whereas Canada's got a few more people who aren't. Well, they are known, but they're not as like you have people like Trix, who's obviously Charge Brigade. You have you have Trix, you've got Slide, who's Untouchable's main runner. You have Mikey, who I didn't expect him to be playing, surprisingly, because I don't think he's played many matches so far.
Yeah.
So there's quite a few people, and then you've got the baggers. You have Hawk for the USA side, and I think Insane's bagging for Canada. So that should be quite an intense battle between them. I'm excited for this match. Yeah. I'm ready.
No, this is going to be a really fun one. We're starting already. And let me know, you know, when the match starts. Actually, if you could give me a countdown so I could sync up the streams, I can do that. And yeah, this is going to be a really fun one. We have Slide on our screen right now, but Derek, of course, waiting kind of in the background for now. And yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. Just to note positions, USA having top 2, Canada having 3, 4, 5. A lot of neutral spots here is what we're seeing. So I don't expect to be seeing any special picks this opening race.
No, I completely agree with you. I think it's just going to be the feeling out process these first couple of races, just to kind of go. I think starting off with a very good track pick and a very good race will definitely benefit either team in the long run.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just getting that momentum can often lead to a really good start for either team. And that's exactly what it did for Canada. I mean, they just kind of held the carrot over Germany's head for the vast majority of the match. And it's a good start that really led them to that. So we'll see what it leads to for them. And in the meantime, yeah, you let me. Oh, it's gonna be Moonview Highway. Okay, interesting. Yeah, let me know. Let me know when you have the countdown. We'll go ahead and get it paused.
Yes. Okay. We've just picked Moonview for me, so I'll let you know.
Cool.
Okay, countdown's just started for me.
Okay.
Okay, now they're starting. Oh, that is Sly getting hit with a banana early on there, especially on this track with all the cars and the trucks. As soon as you get hit by one item, it's kind of a never-ending cycle of being hit by other items and vehicles. Sly does hold this 6th place banana.
Yeah, he's actually going to be able to hold it and protect himself in the red, which is really nice. Because a lot of times in that situation, you might see people kind of toss it away or maybe try to go for another item in the meantime. But it was really fortunate for him to be able to hold on to that just for a little bit.
Absolutely.
Meantime, Mega right behind him. He's going to have to watch out for that. But I mean, Slide, we see Canada at 3, 4, 5. Not too bad of a start. Looks like a lot of the top spots where they started off on, they've kind of remained. And I expect that to change in the near future. Someone getting squished actually to the left of Slide there. A lot of Canada. You see a lot of Canada right now. Ooh, goodness. Oh, goodness.
That was very chaotic there. That was very chaotic.
Yeah.
Slide is going to be sent back down.
Yeah, unfortunately for him, we do see Derek kind of in 5th place, and I guess we'll kind of take a gander at his screen for now. As I do see him with a Thundercloud in 5th place, actually, so he may not actually be holding on to this decent spot for the most time possible. In fact, that time is looking to close out. Actually, he's able to pass it, so good on him being able to do that. Stays in 5th place. There's going to be a golden being used by Slide, advancing up, but he might be getting redded sometime soon. No, not just yet. Derek here. Oh, Slide running into the car, though, and that's going to cost him.
That is definitely going to cost him. I believe USA are all the top spots now. I'm not entirely sure where Canada is. I have only seen 1 or 2 Canadian members up here. So hopefully, coming on to this last straight, they can really get somewhere.
Yeah, I think there's at least one Canadian member up there, but I mean, one, of course, compared to the 4 or 5 that USA have up there, not going to be enough. Shot coming in, I expect that to be a USA shot, considering USA just passed the line. And that's going to be more Americans passing the line here with... Sorry, that's Trix actually dodging the shot.
Yeah, Trix and Slide were in 8-9, I believe. I'm not entirely sure on the other Canadian members, but I don't think it was a fantastic race for Canada, but it might have been quite close, maybe a +3 race, maybe, for USA.
Yeah.
Not entirely sure.
Yeah, we'll have to see, and we have some time to really look it over. I'm unfortunately not too good with scores, so I'll either...
I'll try and help you. Hang on. I'm not the greatest either, but we'll do it together.
Yeah.
27, 38.
42 for Canada, I think.
43. Yeah, I believe that's right. Yeah, okay. That's right.
42. So it's point total. Okay, so Canada taking that one by a good bit, actually. 42 to 31 for the first race alone.
I did not expect such a good race for Canada, considering we did see a lot of them back there, but that top 2 was secured. So that was definitely a good start for Canada, and this is kind of what they need to keep doing, as they did with the Germany match. They really need to just get off to a good start, and even if it's little victories, even if it's +3s, +1s, +5s, yeah. As long as they don't have USA getting those top 5s, top 4s, whatevers, then they should be able to at least keep in this, because I don't think a lot of people are expecting Canada to win. Of course, USA was a very successful team on both games last year. So hopefully they can continue this, as I didn't see what track it was.
Dry
so
ruins.
You might have to tell me. Yeah. Dry ruins. Okay.
So let me know when the countdown to 3, 2, 1 if you can.
Okay, I will do the countdown. Hang on. 3, 2,
okay.
1,
go. We are in sync with the slides. So the slides.
Well, Slide does hit that wall there, trying to... Oh, and then he gets redded by... I don't even know. I think that might have been his own teammate. I'm not entirely sure who that was. He's back here in 9th. He has to watch out for that star from Toad Kart 64.
Yeah, we'll see if... Ooh, that's a nice snipe for... Might have a little bit messed up.
I think mine is as well, don't worry. Slide is in 10th place here. If I was him, I would try and maybe get the 10th place bill. I know it's a very hard item to get in 10th place. You just get the single shroom in 10th, which is not too great for him. I would see if he can get that 10th place bill, purely because that means Insane could get the shock potentially, although I believe one of the baggers might have to bill rather. So we will have to see how that goes.
Yeah, no, there's a bagger with a clear advantage back there, and I really want to see.
You should. Yeah, no, you can't see yet. We should be able to see sometime soon who that is.
Yeah, hopefully. From Slide's perspective, wasn't able to grab it, but Derek right now in 5th place, able to hold that mid to top 5. I guess triple shrooms as well, so I'm expecting him, especially Derek, to be able to make this one with the triple shrooms alone.
Most definitely.
Cuts the grass, but I mean, it's fine. Canada still have top 2 though, which is really concerning for USA. In the meantime, Slide kind of getting up here as well.
Canada really need to hold these top spots. That is a bomb snipe on Killua, I believe. That is bomb snipe for Slide on Killua. Canada holding most of the top spots.
And Slide here with a bomb as well, but there's a mega activated by Matt as well, and a bill.
In play.
Beautiful.
Oh, that was a great shock by USA. They are going to take a few high spots. I'm not entirely sure. Canada might have still been able to pull out first.
No, Mikey was actually redded in 2nd place or 1st place. Either way, he's going to be sent down to a bottom spot there. And that's going to be pretty problematic here for Canada, who looked like they were going to close out the race on a positive note, but the shot coming in from USA superbly used, at least 2 dodges, potentially even 3. We'll have to find out shortly coming. Hawk doing a very good job for his team there.
Absolutely. USA was down by that 11-point deficit after the first race. I'm pretty confident they've brought that back after this race.
Of course, we'll have to wait until the race pans out. USA
yeah.
top 3. Oh my goodness. When did that happen?
It was that shock, I think. We saw Canada in top 2, but it must have been, as you said, Mikey got redded, and then the shock happened. I think 3 of them might have dodged, and I mean, you can't say any fairer than that.
Certainly. So, for now, little bit of a lead had. I mean, the world is certainly not over for this Canadian side. As I believe it's closer to a tie now. Hopefully Ricky able to ping me on scores.
If we can have a score, boy, because I think we're both terrible at maths. So yeah, it would be quite nice.
I'm just doing too many things, man. Hands all over the place. I just can't. Either way, Grumble Volcano being the pick for Canada. That's pretty smart on their part. But they have to know that a lot of USA can do rock hop, and I fully expect some of them to slow down. I know TK takes it reliably, and so for Canada to expect that their 4-5-6 will remain 4-5-6, definitely not the case. So I don't know.
That is one of the problems I do find with Grumble Volcano is the shortcut is extremely overpowered, and if you don't get the right items, you're just going to lose spots dramatically. That is the only issue I seem to have with that track. And we are going that track, so we'll see if Canada can get those shrooms and hopefully stay in 4-5-6. We will have to see what happens here. Slide is starting in 6th place. We will have to see if he can manage to get any sort of shroom first box. I think if he can maybe stay in kind of the middle to bottom spots, hopefully get some shrooms, and either take the rock hop, or if he's not confident with doing that, just take the regular shortcut. But he does get that TC, and he does manage to pass it.
Mikey's pretty close to Derek, and Derek's going to go ahead and take that for now. I think he has a shroom as well. Might want to hand it off to Arceus, honestly, yeah. They're just going to go and say, hey, man, I have a shroom. Oh, goodness. That's not going to go out well. Okay, Derek able to manage to pass it over to his teammate. He's going to be able to take Cut in 1st place, and Matt as well in 2nd place. So this should be a pretty instant top 2 for them, as well as Canada getting a Thundercloud in 4th place. So not a good start for Canada right now, but they aren't too far behind.
Oh, Slide now has that TC, and he's going to go over there in the off-road.
I think if my eye caught it right, he might have he was actually going to get a Mega, but I might have been mistaken. Either way, Derek very much in 1st place, so we'll just keep our eyes on Slide.
Derek is in 1st place. I'm not entirely sure what happened to 2nd place, though. I think that was
Matt. Yeah, Matt.
I don't know. Matt.
It was Matt, and he just saw it on Slide's screen. He got knocked off actually, and he's back in 9th or 10th place. So I don't know what happened to him, but we'll see. We'll see where this one goes from here.
So Slide hit something. I'm not entirely sure what that was. His stream lag, but he does have this golden in 9th place. Should be taking the shortcut here. It might be going for the rock hop, and he is going for the rock hop.
I mean, I think he still makes it. I think he still respawns over the.
Yeah, he does have the respawn, but
I don't think in that situation. I don't think it's worth it to go for the respawn with the golden. With triple shroom, sure, why not? But even then, in lap 3, he would have just ended up in a mid to bottom spot. So I don't think the. Oh, that's a wheelie bump on Hawk's part.
That is a wheelie bump.
That might be. I think that's a penalty. I think that's a penalty on USA's back.
Is it more penalty cart Wii? Is that what we're having? I think that is.
I mean, I'm the one that said there shouldn't be sandbag. There should be either sandbagging or trolling, or there should be either no overlap or trolling. But either way, cut taken by various members. Not able to see who's going to be able to dodge it. There's no dodge or no shotgun used as of yet. Blue shell being held by Matt for quite a while, so he's going to end up in 9th place, I think.
I think the entire room took the shortcut there. I believe Derek did keep on to that 1st place, I'm pretty sure. Canada might have gotten 2-3, but I'm not entirely sure. There was no shock in play that entire race, which is quite rare on Grumble Volcano. So we'll just have to see what the results are. I believe, as I just said, Derek did keep that 1st place, but Canada might have got spots behind him. Oh no top 2 for USA.
Okay. Canada getting 3, 4, 5. So USA definitely, I think, taking a lead at this point, and we'll make sure to get scores this time around. Because I have made sure that'll happen. Cool. Yeah, so for now,
USA
taking a little bit of a lead.
So
yeah. But Mikey doing well to represent his team, and like you were saying, Mikey coming in out of kind of nowhere, playing for his team. He subbed in for Eddie in the midst of Canada versus Germany in the previous round, and that ended up doing kind of really good things for Canada. They were actually able to grow their lead in the last Grand Prix by a little bit with his presence. So, and now bagging for Canada is Insane, which I really like. I know that I've played Insane, and he's been a pretty tough bagger to bag against at times as well, and maybe faring better than Eddie. And so
absolutely, yeah.
So we'll see how that plays out for now. Current score being USA having why did it do that? USA having 120. Which means...
I believe that does mean USA is winning by quite a significant amount.
Yeah.
I believe like 20, 25 points, something along those
120
lines.
to 99.
Yeah, so 21. So a 21 deficit for Canada right now. Not impossible to come back from, but they do need to have a few good races.
Derek actually failed the low jump there, so he didn't actually get the boost. And for that reason, he's actually going to take quite a tumble from first to 10th place. But I believe his green is going to land on the slides, forcing slide starter. So slide back here in 10th place.
Yeah, our streamers are in 8-10 here. They're not doing too great. I'm not entirely sure what's happening up the top. Hopefully one of them can get up there soon so we can see who is holding those top spots.
Yeah. Star being held by slide for now, though. So he is set, depending on the bagging fuel. And we see already someone's taking a big lead, and I think it's Hawk taking a big lead. I saw on at least slide screen with the battle glitch. So.
Yeah, I wouldn't have used my star there unless if they had shock, that star wouldn't have been used there.
Yeah.
So I believe USA might either already have it or Canada know they're going to get it. So it's going to really depend on slide here to maybe get a mega. You know, he's known for megas. He might get one and then predict the shock shock rather.
Unfortunately, gets a blue shell, and I think this time around Canada actually having first. I believe that's Tyler in first. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it will be. It will be.
So
Pretty sure.
he's pretty much just gonna have to lone wolf this one for now. And in the meantime, TK, sorry, not TK, Golden getting, Derek getting a golden, my English. But yeah, we're gonna. I guess we'll take a peek at the Derek stream since it'll probably be more exciting than just holding the blue shell for a while. Triple reds being held up by Derek. Or not held out exactly, but he still has them available for now. He's gonna pull them out to chain them in 7th place. And for now, getting the blooper, so nothing too useful for him as of yet. And maybe a signal of people holding onto items for now. Maybe a lot of the items being taken up going into this lap 3.
I would just like to point out that Slide did lose that blue shell. He got thunderclouded, so
Okay.
he has lost that blue shell.
Interesting.
So if USA can get that blue and get Canada out of those top spots, that would be preferable for them.
Yeah, it's at least in top 2. It's at least we see a Funky Kong in first place, and I think Derek just really bumped his teammate Matt. So that'll be Matt saying goodbye. Derek in for place right now, but yeah, I think Canada has at least top 2. You pointed out Slide was holding the blue shell for a while, and by the time he lost it, the Funky was still in first place, Daisy in second. So Canada having top 2. Derek getting mega by Realm, and there's a blue shell on the way, but will it be enough? 3 of Canada's at least in top 5. And
That blue shell has hit whoever first place was,
and there's a target shock on the Canada as well. Derek actually able to get into the item box in 9th place. Killer following up as well, but they get the single shroom as they hit the item box at the same time, and that's super unfortunate for them. USA, I don't know. I just truly...
Our 2 streamers got 8-9. Derek got 8th and TK got 10th. Tyler did secure that first place, but I'm pretty sure the blue shell did go for a Canadian member, so Canada might have got 1-3-5 maybe, something. They definitely secured that first place. And I didn't see Trixel race, so I'm assuming he was up there as well. Yeah, 1-3-5, 1-3-5-6. That's
Solid
a Canadian
race.
winning race, definitely.
Solid race, yeah. 32, 32, 38, 41. 41 to 32 on that race alone. So kind of marginally getting that gap back up. What was a 21-point lead is now a 12-point lead.
Extremely lucky on USA's part to get that blue shell, because Slide was holding it for so long. And I believe Canada would have got like top 2-4 if they had not got that blue shell. So very good on USA's part to get that blue shell. Well, first of all, to get the blue shell out of Slide and then get one themselves. So that is a very good play there by USA, and it's going to be a very close GP.
Yeah, definitely. 152 to 140 is the score after one. Of course, the winner of this one will be done for the day, actually. They will move on to the winners' finals, which takes place next week. And that'll certainly be interesting to see once it happens. Canada, for them to get winners' finals would be absolutely massive. They would play the winner of the UK versus Nordic match, which if I really wanted to jog down a couple of rooms and see what Jake is doing, I could get you an update. But as of right now, I don't really know what the match is.
I believe, I'm talking to Jazz, and I believe Nordic is winning by about 40 odd, I believe.
Okay, interesting.
So Nordic is currently winning that match, but Canada, as you said, if they can get to the finals, that'll be absolutely amazing for them.
Yeah, the loser of this one will play off against France, by the way, and loses quarterfinals, which happens right after this. So
Actually, I'd like to see USA France. To be honest, USA France. That was the finals match last year, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure.
No, that was the semi-final match, and then USA versus UK for the finals.
Oh yeah, because USA France was the one that had loads of penalties in it. I remember that one.
That was a fun affair.
I would love to see Canada get to the finals, though. They're playing so well as a team. I'm just hoping that they can keep having those good, even if they're not, like I said, they don't have to be top 5s or top 4s. They just have to be winning races. That's all that matters.
So I'm going to take a peek onto the slide stream for now.
DS Delfino Square pick, which is quite an interesting pick for both teams, as you can have the overpowered dock shortcut, the overpowered double shortcut. All you need basically is shrooms and you're set. Oh, but Slide just get bombed there while having a bomb.
Yikes, okay. Well, hopefully, I mean, I'm going to assume he calls out to the one person back there. And I think the one person back there uses the Biller Star anyway. But right now, Slide back in 9th place. Not bad at all. Like, Delfino, kind of like Grumble in a lot of respects. Shortcut being very much revolved around. But a lot more fluid than something like Grumble Volcano. And definitely not as many things you can do with the shock unless you get stars. Blue Shell being held onto by Slide.
That does mean... Oh no, that's been thrown, so that is a USA member in first who is going to be going down.
I mean, either way, though, it's lap 2 of Delfino, and honestly, like I was saying, I was telling Matt this before. Hey, Matt. I was telling Matt this before. Yeah, this comes to really epitomize a lot of things that people think about Mario Kart Wii, specifically how like only lap 3 really matters. You can, of course, get onto a really big lead if you like get a star, change it for a golden while doing cut. Ooh, avoiding the POW there. Really
yeah, I was just going to say that was really good by Slide to dodge that, and now he does have that shroom in second.
Canada top 3, by the way. So actually, really
oh yes, so they are.
And in the
but you were saying anyway.
Yeah, no, and for him, like if you have a star and chain it with a golden on that on the item box before the shortcut, it can do you a lot very good, and you can get a lead off that. But other than that, there's not many times where you see a lead on the mini map, especially, and that's exactly what's playing out here. We have Slide in second place, Tricks in first place, but when we look at the mini map, the Funkies are very much right next to them and sniffing them just from very closely. So right now, Slide expected to take the cut, but we have no idea who has shock, and POW coming in as well.
Wow. If that POW hadn't happened, Slide would have had basically a guaranteed first. Ooh, but he is still holding on to a high spot.
And Canada and Tyler, Canada have top 2, but they might have gone for the target shock. It doesn't land exactly. Canada having 1, 2, and 4 as of right now. TK doesn't have an item box either. And
if Slide can get that draft off, TK, no, he's getting passed by Killua. I'm not. Oh, that's 5th place,
okay,
I believe.
I think that's 135.
Unless Slide can lag. I did also see Canada in 6-7.
Yeah.
So that was an extremely good race for them, especially if Slide can maybe lag at that 4th place, because that was extremely close at the end.
Yeah. We'll see how it plays out. I don't think either side got. I mean, from the perspective we saw, I don't think we saw a lag start, but I mean, fingers crossed for Slide at least that he may have got something his way. Killua really being able to take advantage of how close everybody was and him being able to grow up faster. Yeah, 135. So
135.67. That's a winning by a significant amount.
43, 44. Yeah, they got 44 points out of that one. So that's actually a pretty good amount. 44 to 29 on that race alone. So I think they're going to be able to take the lead with that one. 29.
Only TK and Killua managing to prevent them from having an even better race. I'm loving Canada's teamwork right now. They're doing so well as a team, and they're outplaying USA completely. I'll be so glad if they get to the finals, because I think after this match they'll have truly deserved it.
Did I say Canada had 44 or 43 points?
44, you said.
Okay, 44 to 29. Okay. Yeah, then I was right. 181 to 184 is the current score by my math, but my math has been wrong numerous times, so that's not certified by any means. Alrighty. So we should be good for now. Actually, yeah, and with the troll, we haven't applied the trolling penalty either. So if that's counted, which I think, in my opinion, it just going by the book, it should be.
Yeah.
If that is the case, then I think it's going to be a. I mean, it's 12 points for a penalty if I remember correctly.
I believe so.
Okay.
Yes.
So, I mean, what is a 3-point lead right now for USA is probably a 15-point lead. Or, sorry, what is a 3-point lead right now for Canada is probably a 15-point lead for them. Either way, ooh, a bomb on 2 or 3 members on Slide's perspective. Yikes. And a golden for fifth.
Yeah. Golden in 5th, he should be
Oh,
gone
no!
as long as he knows how to take these turns!
But Slide
Wow.
actually getting that green shell onto him, that's tough.
He does have triple greens of his own. He does have 2 USA members ahead of him. If he can get both of these. Oh, he is holding them out. Can he get TK? Doesn't look like it.
No, somehow those greens actually managed to escape them. Killua and TK live on.
TK has disappeared on our screen. However, Mikey's keeping on to that first place. Slide is in third. It's 1-3 right now for Canada. Those greens bouncing very close to Killua there. He needs to make sure he avoids
Blue
them.
shell's out. Canada's gonna get blued here. Maybe midair.
Ooh.
No. Okay.
Target blued.
No.
Okay, I think he's fine.
And the combo as well. Slide is, I think, in... Ooh, that green was ambitious to say the least. But either way... oh, the green actually hit the red that was going for Killua. But there was a banana being held up by Killua anyway. So USA taking top 2 for now. Canada 3-5. Really close affair right now. Slide actually opting to go for a 5th place item box. I don't agree with that decision. Definitely can totally get the
especially when his reward was a blooper.
Yeah.
It's not the best reward to have in 5th place. He does have that red shell. Is it going to hit Arceus?
No, he activates a Mega. That's actually super worth it, but unfortunately for him, without any support, Trix is going to go down in the top 3 spots. So for Slide, remains in 4th place. Gets the shroom he was probably looking for before, but his teammate's going to get a Thundercloud behind him, and that's... No, sorry, that's Derek with a Thundercloud in 5th place. And so we'll see on our screen whether Slide can really get back into the act of it. But either way, a shock is going to come in for Canada too. A Mega, a Star, and another Star being activated for Canada. 3 of them dodging.
Very good shock.
And a lot of them being able to potentially catch up. Tyler, I think, chaining maybe 1 shroom after that shock as he got wheelied up and didn't really respond accordingly. But either way, both Derek and Slide, who just managed to get a TC very far back here, and Slide, especially after getting...
Yeah, Slide just got fibbed. And can he pull a star here, though?
He did.
Yeah, he does get a star.
Yeah.
I think I might be a bit behind you.
No, it's cool. Let me pause that really quick. And we should be good.
Okay.
Oh, we're right onto him, though, unfortunately. Yikes.
Slide is not having a good race here. He is going to be... Although I see like 3 or 4 USA tags, and that's a shock again.
Nearly getting Derek off onto the water. It didn't come enough or in time if that was a Canada shock, though, unfortunately.
I think that was a Canada shock. I think that might have got TK, and that he did get that 10th place out of that. That's a very good race for Canada. I think literally only 1 USA member was up there.
Yeah.
And if that USA member did not get first, that's a Canada storming away that race.
I saw Derek in 5th place. He actually almost got shocked off just by a hair. If Canada shocked like a hair earlier, they would have actually been able to get both TK and Derek off, but unfortunately not the case. Either way, Canada taking a top 2, 4. Really good race for them.
Oh, Tyler got 9th. I didn't expect that. I didn't think he was back there, but apparently he was. Canada still did win that race by a fair amount, though. Canada won 3-4-5 overall, and 7th, actually, so extremely good start for them this GP.
I think it's quite a sizable lead being gained by Canada. 211 to 227, or yeah, 211 to 227 in favor of Canada right now. Bedlam, really. I would have never expected this kind of result to happen, especially after what has been the first 6 races, I believe. But here we are. I'm able to tell the tale.
Absolutely, it's amazing. I'm so proud of Canada. I'm not even Canadian, but I'm so proud of Canada for the way they've been playing. They've been able to keep up with USA, who were one of the top seeded teams in the World Cup this year and last year. It's amazing what they're doing.
And just an update on the other game, Nordic versus the UK. Jake standing right next to me. He's going to be playing in the same room as me, so he's going to get to listen to me casting while he plays, which is nice. UK are trailing by 15 to Team Nordic. Oh, 50. No, never mind. 50.
I was going to say, okay. I thought they were losing by a lot more.
Yeah. So 50 points, 50-point deficit they're being faced with right now. 53 to be exact. So
again, not a terrible point differential. It is quite easy to come back from, depending on how many races are left. But Peach Garden's a very interesting pick here because it's not something you'll see picked very often in Wars, I don't think. it's something that you have this shortcut at the beginning, which is very, very crucial for getting up there early. I think if you can get Triple Shrooms first box,
right, yeah,
and just hold on to them, and you can just go away. But I believe the shock is extremely crucial on this track as well. I know it doesn't seem like it from the kind of track that it is, but I think if you're able to dodge up lap 3, especially the fact
that's
that...
a nice and dandy bomb snipe onto at least one. It was nice in its angle. I wouldn't have expected him to go for that angle. But
yeah, that was a very risky bomb, but it did pay off. Canada are now still holding on to 1-3.
Okay. How coming in? Mega is activated from behind Slide, and I think that's Trix coming in with the Mega, so he's just going to go ahead and let him go tight there. Gets the 5th place item box as well, and USA moving into Q3 for now, but Slide kind of right next to Killua as well. Try to maybe force that wheelie bump for now.
It's a very tight pack as well.
Yeah. Yeah, typically you actually end up seeing on Peach Gardens at least one person getting triple shrooms or maybe some sort of shrooms and kind of taking off. Definitely not the case here. Blue Shell is being thrown though, and I think that's going to result in Mikey getting not only ousted from first place, but a USA top 2.
That is going to be Mikey going down. Canada's still holding on for 3-4-5, I believe, but USA, as you said, holding... Oh no, Realm is up there in second now, but USA is still holding on at 2-1-3.
So I want to see what Derek is able to pull here, actually, because we haven't been able to see what he's been doing in a while. And he's actually going to drop back, so I think it'll be really interesting to see what happens for him. So right now, Derek kind of dropping back in 10th place, seeing what he can do, and gets the golden mushroom. He's going to move up slowly but surely. Killua's behind him. TK in 7th place as well. So USA having a lot of bottom spots here, and Derek opting to actually stay behind TK, which I'm not really sure I understand. The net gain for them is just them staying in bottom spots more, but... either way.
USA is still holding on to top 2 up here. Matt and Arceus are both up here in top 2. Slide has just been TC'd into his own green shell, and that is a shock in play.
And Derek gets the triple shrooms right after that. He's shocked into the boxes and should be able to get ahead of Realm here at least. And maybe more than that. 5th place for him. I don't think it'll be any more than that.
No, but USA won that race by a fair amount, I think. I think Canada might have even got 8, 9, 10. So that is not going to be a great race for Canada at all.
Yeah, we'll be able to see what happens for them. As Canada right now winning by before this race 16 points and potentially even 31 points 28 points if the trolling penalty is applied, which it should be. I'd like to actually get a confirmation from an MK World Cup ref if possible. Either way, top 3, 5, 6. That is devastating. Super devastating for them, and I want to make sure I get the picture of that so we can update scores appropriately. So for now, we'll be able to see what happens with the score here. It should be able to even up a fair bit. USA, if the trolling penalty is applied, I think it'll be even. Nearly even. Either way, 50 points to 23 points in that race alone. So the overall score right now, 261 to 250 in favor of USA. Able to definitely get that lead. But USA having the trolling penalty on them, if it is applied, it will be 249 to 250.
Extremely interesting track picks here with Rainbow Road being the track we're going.
Yeah.
I'm very surprised that that's been chosen.
Oh, I'm not surprised at all. Rainbow Road, I mean, USA having top 3, 5, 6. It's a really good course to pick as long as you manage to not draft each other. And I want to see on Derek's screen in particular, where how drafting goes for them if they're going to opt for drafting. There's only 2 Canadian members here, and actually Derek is going to opt for the draft because he's going to come in contact with Canadian members, and I think he's actually able to knock off Trix off that one. So, sorry, not Trix. Never mind, he doesn't knock off anybody. USA having top 2, 4 right now, but the pack is super close.
Absolutely, I think Canada is 5, 6, 7 back here. I'm not entirely sure where the other USA members are. There is someone who I believe... Oh, that is Slide getting greened off, though. I believe someone else might have gone off with him. And USA is still holding on to the majority of the top spots. Yeah,
top 3 to be exact, but there's a blue shell just having been received by Slide right now. So, Canada... No, throw it! No, why didn't you throw it? Oh my goodness, he didn't throw it in time. We didn't see it on our screen, but Slide had a blue shell, was bumped off by his teammate, and so he's way back in 10. No blue shell to spare either. And USA having
that was just bad luck. That was just bad luck. He should have really thrown it as soon as he got out of that cannon.
I guess I guess that just really comes down to a communication problem, because when you're in the cannon for that long, you really should be able to get the idea across to your teammate that, hey, I had the blue shell, who's in first place, oh, it's them, okay, throw it. So for them to not get it off in time, poor on Canada's communications part, but we'll be able to see.
I don't know if that was just slide. That might have just been slide, just kind of spasming out. I don't know. It could have been whatever. We don't know. I mean, we can't hear their call. But that was certainly bad luck for them. Canada's all back here.
Yeah. And honestly, yeah, I'll just go back to a Slide's perspective, since, like, Derek will probably get away with how Rainbow Road plays out oftentimes. He'll probably get away for a majority of it. But Slide, in the meantime, actually, you know what? Never mind. Let's not be Slide for now.
Let's not. I don't think much is happening with him.
Either way, USA, I think, very smart track pick on their end. It turned out very well for them. Canada, in the middle spots they were in, they just kind of ended up bumping each other off to oblivion and getting items as well. And so USA, if they have a 1-point deficit from the penalty, it's definitely not going to turn out that way after the next 30 seconds or so. Derek and Matt in top 2. Blue shell being had, but it's thrown at the wrong time entirely. So
that might have been a USA blue then, if it was.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Canada's in any spots right now to get the blue side. I think they're like 7, 9, 10, and I think the other ones are like 3rd and something else. So I don't think they were in any positions to get the blue side. So that might have been USA just risking it and going, hopefully we can get you in the cannon. But yeah, as you said, a very smart pick on the behalf of Team USA. I personally would never have picked this track purely because of how underpicked it is, but obviously this worked out for USA in the long run, and good on them for picking this track and knowing that they are able to run it.
Alrighty. So with all this being said, I believe USA is going to be able to get to a lead here.
Yeah, USA should be getting majority, top 3.
Okay, top 3, but the spots behind it weren't as devastatingly. It didn't pan out as devastatingly as I thought it might. 37, 42, 46. Okay, 46 points for USA on that race alone.
Yeah, so top 3. Yeah, like I said, top 3 just helps. Canada did still manage 2-3 overall, but USA got 1-4-5-6, and USA will definitely be taking the win. Unless Canada can bring it back in this last GP.
307, 277. Okay, so the score I have right now, 307 to 277 in favor of USA. And, you know, by around 30 points or so. It's not the most, but Canada certainly with the lead they had in GP1. Sad to see their lead kind of dissipate like that. And
is this just one? Is this just one war, or is it 2?
It's one. It's one. It's one.
So it's just one.
It's just one because whoever loses goes down to the losers bracket. So these teams kind of have like a second chance, I suppose.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
And like I said at the beginning, whoever wins this is done for the day. USA might just have a one and done ordeal. If they're
and then whoever loses is going to be facing France.
Yeah.
Which should be quite interesting, considering France has been the centre of a lot of controversy in the World Cup this year.
Yeah.
So hopefully they can kind of get over that and face one of these two teams. I think France versus Canada or the USA would definitely be an exciting match to watch.
Yeah, no, either one would be really fun. I mean, probably Canada and France would probably, I would assume, to be a little bit closer, but even then, with the performance that France had against Nordic, they were doing really well. And Nordic, by the way, looking really close to securing that win versus UK. They have 1 GP left, winning by 50 points or so. We'll have to see if UK can bring something out. Good luck, Jake. Yeah. But yeah, we'll see how that plays out. Either way, BC3 being picked by a lot of members on both sides, which, I mean, I guess that makes sense on either end. Pretty neutral for both teams. It just entirely depends on whether they can get to the cut and whether they can block it or not.
Certainly an interesting track pick, BC3, because obviously you have the use of the normal shortcut, you have the ultra shortcut, you have the shroomless shortcut. There's loads of places that you can take shortcuts as long as you know you can do them well.
Yeah.
There is also, of course, you can block all of them, but on lap 1 especially, it's very hard to block all 3 of the shortcuts, even though 2 of them are in the same place.
Well, Derek takes care of one at least. Fib
Yeah,
onto,
the Ultra is still available. Tyler might be taking it, and
Yeah.
Tyler does make it there. Tyler is in first place now.
and he did have a really, really good spot to be able to get an item. So I'm curious to see what he has up there. In the meantime, going back to Slide's perspective, we haven't seen him in quite a bit since falling off on Rainbow Road. But he is back to a middle spot, middle to high spot even.
Yeah. Oh, I believe a USA member got pushed off there by Tricks. I'm not entirely sure. Or something happened to a USA member. Mikey is building up there, as you can see on Slide's perspective. Canada having a lot of top spots. There's only Derek off streamer,
Yikes!
who is up there, and Slide has just gone rest in peace. See what he can get.
Single shrimp for now is not too bad. I'm glad he didn't like take the low jump there when he got bumped, because otherwise, he would have actually. Oh goodness, he just barely makes it. Yeah, if he took low jumps, he would have actually got wheelie bumped off by TK. So really good on him, or lucky or whatever. He does have a bomb to be able to maybe. Okay, he's gonna slow down.
Oh, yeah, gonna slow down and hopefully let Tricks pass him and get the two people
Oh my
behind
goodness,
him.
the items he has right now. Oh my goodness! The plan entirely foiled.
Bye.
The plan entirely
Bye-bye.
foiled by USA, as USA will be able to move up in the middle spots and kind of change that around. Canada, in the meantime, 7 and 8. Derek is in second place right now with the Shroom. And so all eyes on Derek really right now, as we're looking to see whether he can make that or not, whether it's blocked or not. But the POW is going to happen at the worst of times for Derek after getting shelled. Shock comes into play.
Oh, that's it. That's a USA shock. 2 USA members dodged back here. So this is the USA shock.
And that's going to be a couple of them dodging, but none of them able to take the shortcut, and that's really disadvantageous for them. 2 Canadian members back here in 9-10. But apart from that, I think a lot of Canada in top spots. USA may be occupying.
Oh, something just happened to Tyler. I'm not entirely sure what happened to him, but the Daisy is out of first place.
It
He's
is.
back here in 7th.
Matt getting TC'd as well. Derek having 5th place. Does have the blue shell, but not really any point in
Slide's
using
got
it.
triple reds on Derek.
And it's not going to happen, I think.
Slide's getting blued.
Oh, what? He actually
He's
blew him
getting
from behind.
blued.
Oh my god. That blue shell was insane. I didn't actually think he was going to go behind him. But
It went for the person behind him. I've never seen that before. Oh my gosh.
Because like sometimes you'll use the blue shell and it'll go right for you. Sometimes it'll go forward. But like for Derek, super lucky for him to actually go backwards there.
Slide lost like 4 spots off that blue shell.
Yeah.
That was lucky as hell for Derek there.
But either way, Canada at least able to grip onto that 2nd and 3rd place. Super key for them to be able to stay in this one. 28, 32, 34, 35. I think that's 35 to 38 in favor of USA. So not too much of a loss. And in a situation that was looking slowly but surely to go poorly for them. For Canada to have had top 3, to kind of lose it like that, I guess expected for something that for BC3 it takes quite a while for the course to finish, and Tyler was in the first place for a while, so I'm guessing he got maybe blue shelled or something. I don't know. So,
well, yeah, I'm looking on Slide's stream and on his Twitch chat. He just said in the chat they got 3 blues that race.
Oh, nice.
So USA did get extremely lucky with the blue count there, and that did secure them that 145, I believe they got. But Canada to still get 2-3 after getting blued 3 times is quite amazing.
Okay. Canada. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and account for, because Rookie, he's like a World Cup dude, and he's telling me the trolling's like he's accounting for it. But apparently Insane wheelie bumped 2 of them and starred 1 of them at that GP. So I don't know. Actually, I'm just gonna keep the scores as they are then, and we'll see how
just leave the refs to sort it out.
Yeah.
They can do whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
BC64, the longest track in the game, so this will certainly be something where a lot of blue shells probably are also going to be in play.
Yeah, honestly,
interesting track.
It gives a lot of time. I like it for Canada. It gives a lot of time for them to be able to recover from the last couple of races. Whether it just be through getting items that let them shroom up and get through cut and whatnot. And even just to recover from any knockbacks at the start of this one, which so often happens in C4 BC. You often see people hitting each other in these narrow hallways, but like even if they do get hit, they can catch back up with how long this course normally takes.
I don't know about you, but you're more of a bagger than me, I suppose.
Yeah.
So I'll ask you this question. Is shock a key factor on this course, do you think?
I mean, it's super, I think it's more situational than a lot of tracks. Like, obviously, you want shock under your possession at all times, but like for this track in particular, there's not really many places to skip. It really just depends on like how the map plays out. So far, there hasn't been too much of a gap being created so far by the USA lead, I presume, for them to have right now. But if they are able to separate a little bit, which it seems to be slowly but surely the case, then a shock may not be so effective for Canada here, especially with only having a Mega in middle spots. And he's going to opt to use that Mega for USA, which signals to me that Canada isn't very confident in the shocks they have, whether they have it or not. They do have a blue shell as well, so Slide getting a lot of really good items to at least slow them down and put USA back a little bit.
Yeah, well, the only reason I asked you about the shock is because I know the only target shock spot is the last ramp, and I remember, if I remember correctly, it's faster to get target shock than how you would take it regularly, or it's just as slow or just as fast.
The target shock pretty ineffective on this place, and we see Slide there with triple greens, but using them pretty predictably there. The target shock spots here are the target shock spot here that's typically done, if at all, doesn't really do too much for any teams. Actually, if I go for a target shock spot here, I actually just go for the second spot, the very minimal gap between the second gap after that ramp at the end. And that actually does a number, but it's super hard to get. But either way, we see Slide moving up a little bit. Derek holding onto a star. I presume USA to have shock, so I'm expecting to see USA take this race by quite a bit. We'll have to see. Slide trying to go for an item box here, but I don't think it's going to pan out for him. Star being activated, but Tyler actually does have a Mega. So maybe waiting for that to pan out.
Ooh, Slide.
Slide getting knocked over, yeah.
I think Hawk, no, I was going to say Hawk just got pushed off, but it's just his battle glitch looked like he did. USA in 8-9, Slide's the only Canadian member back here. Oh no, we do see Realm actually now back here hitting that wall, and he's going to be getting 10th. Canada got 9-10, but USA got 7-8, so it might be a very split race. It depends on the top spots. I'm not entirely sure.
I don't know, man.
Part
of me wants to say that USA got it just because there was not really a shock used.
I don't see the Daisy anywhere, so I think Tyler might have got bottom spots.
Maybe there wasn't even a shock to begin with, because these two baggers have been kind of neck and neck in the bagging race. Canada actually getting first. Oh my god. Okay, that's really good for them to at least stay alive in this.
As I said, I think that's quite a mixed bag of positions. I think that's only like a +3, maybe.
+5.
I don't know.
+5.
Yeah. I didn't think it'd be a lot. It was certainly a mixed bag of spots because Canada got first, and then I think it was like 1, 5, 7, 8, 9 or something they got. So it was really crucial and well done on Trix's part for being able to retain that first place. So we're gonna have to call him kind of the MVP of the race for doing that.
So yeah, for now, Canada trailing by a fair amount, like 384 to 346 is what I have. Obviously not entirely sure at all about it, but that's what I've been getting. Apparently, UK versus Nordic is a race behind this one. So we might be able to we might be able to actually tune into that right after.
Yeah, definitely.
Fortunately for us, there hasn't been any disconnections, knock on wood.
I'm surprised because it's a 12-player room. You normally do see disconnections, but I'm very good on whoever the host of this room is. Certainly seems to have quite good net.
Yeah.
Coconut Mall being the track of choice. I'm not entirely sure who picked that. I think that was the USA me I saw choose this. So this is a USA track, which for 2-3-4, it's not a terrible track. Personally, what I would do on this track, I'm more item reliant than line reliant, so I would normally try and wait for a box here, hopefully maybe pull a golden of some sort, and then kind of take it from there, hopefully be able to... Slide just pulled the bill in 10th, which means it'll be more likely for Insane to get the shock, but that means it'll also be more likely for Hawk to get the shock as well.
Actually, that's really interesting. And the thing about Canada is that USA is that they don't know they have the bill in 10th. So they aren't going to actually go for it at the beginning, or actually they're not obligated to go for the shock. But since Canada knows they have bullet bill, I think they're just going to go ahead and go for it. And yeah, that's exactly what's actually neither party in the bagging match has actually gone for the item so far. And just as I say that, one actually did go for it. So never mind. It's actually in full force right now. And honestly, whoever gets shocked at this point, it's completely luck-based. So we'll have to see how it pans out in the back and maybe how it pans out towards lap 3 especially. For now, Slide still holding onto that bill. Derek moving up in 6th place with that triple shroom usage. And right next to Tyler in 7th place. Canada having 5-7. And apart from that, not really able to really gauge out who's in those top spots. But a little bit of a lead.
Well, I'm seeing a lot of USA back here, so I'm pretty sure 3 of the 4 people in top 4 are Canadians. So we will have to see. Slide's still holding on to this bill. I think he's basically going to hold it until he either dodges with it or gets it shocked out of him.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be using it other than that.
Mega being activated by... Ooh, and that's a Canadian member using the Mega as well. But because there wasn't a shock at all... Okay, no, there's a shock happening right now.
Oh, there's the shock. There's the shock.
I'm really confused. I think they may have just gotten the shock just then. Because otherwise, why not dodge the Mega?
That was far too late, that shock. They only dodged Slide, who is now catching up to whoever's in first place.
TK.
That is TK64 in first place. I don't think Slide's going to be able to catch up to him unless Canada can pull a blue. But
Red
Canada 2, 3, 4, I believe.
Yeah, Derek is in 4th place right now, but he might get ousted by Mikey, who is going to backspam red, but it lands onto him and another Canadian member. Blue Shell comes into play right now. USA getting a lot of spots behind, and I think Canada's going to win by a marginal amount, but it's not going to be enough. Like, even if they win by 5 or so, they need one massive last race.
Yeah, because I saw Tyler and Realm, I think they got like 8-10. So it's good that Slide was able to get 2nd and Mikey did get 3rd, but 2, 3, 7, 8, 10 is not going to help them.
Update on the UK versus what was it? Nordic race or Nordic? They're down by 25 with 2 races left. So that is something to note.
That's not too bad. I think Canada did win that race, did they?
35. No, they didn't. They lost by 1. They lost by 1. 36 to 37.
Oh, well, that's a shame.
I think USA is actually going to be able to win this one. Barring any catastrophes last race. And even then, I think the penalties are just simply in USA's favor, from what I hear. So, 421 to 382 right now is the score. And I think Canada is going to be sent to playoff against France in the next match.
It's a shame. It's a shame because Canada played so well this entire war, and they've just been, these last few races, just really been getting outplayed. And it's a shame because Canada's such a good team, and they've been playing so well in every single match they played in the World Cup. And, I mean, getting to the playoffs is still a very good achievement, so they should be proud of themselves.
I mean, even then, like, they still have like a loser's run. And honestly, I didn't expect it to go this closely for them. I mean, you did say they've been playing well, but I'd say they definitely dropped the ball on GP2 for a variety of reasons. Okay, Grumble, GV2, sorry. GV2's been picked here for the last race, and I don't expect this to go like any particular way, really.
No, GV2, I think everyone's just going to race this. I think the baggers are just going to race this. There's no point.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I forgot. Yeah, you bring up a good point. Canada, like, they want to be able to race this and not depend on bagging. Be able to try to get 6 people up there in the top spots as opposed to 5. Derek, what the hell happened to you? Getting sent off out of nowhere, and he's going to be sent back into last for quite a while.
Yeah, that's him all the way back there. Someone's back there with him. I can't see who that is.
It's Hawk.
Oh, right. So that's 2 Americans back there.
Might be really curious to see how that one plays out. In the meantime, Slide does have triple reds, and we'll go ahead and take a look at his perspective for now.
Oh, Realm's just been rammed off, I believe. Or that might have been lag, I'm not entirely sure, but Realm did look like he got hit off there.
And Derek failing again. Yeah, he's done for the day. He's going to be gone.
Canada in loads of top spots right now.
But Hawk billing up. He does have triple reds to maybe get rid of Hawk, and maybe RCS here as well. Yeah, that's Killua in front of him. He does have the bomb as well. I mean, maybe something going... Why did he throw a red shell for tricks? Why?
He threw his red shell at his own teammate. Oh, that's... Oh, my gosh. That just sums up this war. Wow.
It sums up a lot of GP2 for them because they made mistakes in GP3 consistently.
I think that was just frustration or lag. It was one or the other.
I think it was just a misclick on his part.
Oh, that's a shame. That is just a shame for Canada.
Yeah. Either way, I think Canada loses that race by like 1 point. Or something. Either way, the score, it doesn't matter. USA is going to take this one. and move on to winners finals, which is going to take place next weekend.
Depending on who wins against. Who are they against?
The winner of UK versus Nordic. Which, Jake, how many races? 2 races left. Okay, we'll go ahead and go to that. Is there a stream I can go to? Luke 97B. Okay, so congratulations to USA. They've been able to move on ahead. But for now, we're going to take a quick peek to the other match to see who's going to be playing off against, I believe, Germany.
Let me just get this stream up myself.
Yeah, I'm going to take a quick break just to make sure everything's set up. We'll be back in a hot minute or two. But congratulations to USA. You guys move on to the Final Four. Canada still have to play for their lives here in the upcoming moments. So we'll be back in a couple moments, guys. Don't go away. Plenty more action to come. Hi, hello, welcome back. KP, if you're here, feel free to take the casting as I get everything set up. If you're not, we'll be back in a couple moments with the casting. Welcome back. So yeah, we are going through our race here. 2 races left to go between UK and Nordic. Overlay being prepared right now, but either way, yeah. So far, not the best of starts for Luke here. I don't know if you're looking at Luke 97B, the player, UK player for who's been repping the stream so far.
Yep. I was talking in Team UK chat before, and I was like, this lineup is one of. I'm not going to bash UK because it's my own team, but they are using quite a predictable lineup. And because they use quite a predictable lineup, I talked to Fox before, and he was kind of sitting there like, if they use this lineup, we have already kind of been practicing to play this lineup. So I think it's a strange one because Nordic is a very new clan. They should, this is their first time in the World Cup, but they've been performing spectacularly. So I think it's a very good very good start for them in the World Cup. And if they can beat UK here, which again another top-seeded team, not much more you can say.
Well, we'll see what we get on an update on scores. Should be coming shortly. I didn't really get to catch much of that race, but it was a losing race for Luke at least, in particular. I'll have to see where it goes from there. Nordic, they're one good race away from being able to clutch it out.
Nordic used a really good lineup here as well. They used quite a few people, noticeable people they have, obviously. Keon, Fox, but I think everyone on both teams, to be honest, is quite well known in terms of representing their country. So,
yeah.
Honestly, I mean, I don't know how to feel about this match, to be honest, because it's two teams that are quite well balanced, but it's a strange one. I don't have any opinions on it.
36. UK losing that one by 1 point, by the way, so that means Nordic have taken a 26-point lead overall. And that's about it for now. That's all I have. I don't have the exact score, but I just know that they're facing that 26-point deficit.
Luke's just said on his stream we were down 25 or something before MG.
Yeah.
So whenever
36,
they were down.
36 to 37 in that race. Is there any what is it? Last race, by the way, guys. And winner of this match goes on to play USA in the finals. So we might be looking at a Nordic USA, or sorry, winners finals. So
Nordic USA is something that I am going to be really excited for.
They've already played before. I think Nordic actually losing that one by 50 or so points. Kind of like this.
I think Nordic just need to get into it and just prepare. It should be fine. I believe. Did I just see that correct? Yeah, Germany's got a room open on WeInFight.de, so maybe they're getting prepared for their match.
Yeah. Let me know what the countdown. Go ahead and count down the countdown for you, and I'll sync it up.
3, 2,
okay.
1.
We're synced up. All right. Last race. Does UK have anything to say about this? Maple Treeway will give heed to those that can get the shock.
I've been talking to Jazz while he's been bagging in this war, and he's been saying he's been getting a lot of bills, which haven't been very useful for him. So hopefully that does not happen this race. UK has the potential to be a great team, and they are a great team, full of loads of great runners. But it's if Jazz can pull those shots, which he has known to have done in the past. He played last year and he did very, very well. So hopefully he can do the same this year. Sean Tanney in first place, I believe. Barney is just behind him, or is Barney in first place? I can't exactly see from here.
I think that's Barney in first place.
Yeah, Barney is in first place.
Oh, and that green shell landing onto Luke. And yikes, the double reds. Okay.
Oh, Luke just got killed.
Yeah, not looking like the greatest of starts right now. But so far from what we can see, I mean, it's second lap. The pack is still very much close. Still have time.
Luke seems to have this single red and 8th. I'm not entirely sure what he's doing with it. Sean Tanney does have that TC over there.
And yikes, it doesn't look like he's anywhere near any Nordic members, I don't think, at least. Maybe there was one that we just didn't catch just there. Either way, a lot of UK members back here, at least in 5, 6, 7 or so.
I think one of the baggers does have the shock. Depending on who it is, will be very telling on the results of this race.
Well, they're neck and neck right now. They're kind of racing alongside each other on the mini-map. So I'm actually not sure what to make of it.
There's the shock. So whoever was top 2,
that's
pretty
Nordic.
sure that was Nordic. Yeah, that was Nordic.
I think they're running away with this one. Luke does have the bomb in 6th place, but surrounded by a majority of UK members.
Yeah, he has to be careful he doesn't get his own team, and Nordic is basically guaranteed to have this top 2. So I think, yeah, as you just said, they're going to be running away with it.
There's 2 Nordic members over here. Okay, but either way, not looking too hot for them. UK's 3-4-6, but if Nordic gets top 2-5 and then like 8-9, that's still a winning race, I believe. And what a shocking like losers round we're gonna see. Like the first round, UK versus Germany.
Yeah,
it's gonna be really, really tough to see between these 2 teams.
I think some people might have predicted that as the winners bracket for the finals.
Yeah.
Never mind the losers one. So it is definitely an extremely not surprising, because a lot of people did predict Nordic to maybe come away with the victory in the World Cup, but it is certainly surprising knowing the type of teams that UK and Germany are, for them to be in a losers bracket. To say losers and UK and Germany in the same sentence, it's not something that's heard very often. So, gonna have to see how that goes. Nordic, I'm pretty sure, won that race. Yeah, top two, 4. Yeah, that's a winning race by quite a fair amount, and that will be the last race of this war.
Congratulations, Nordic. Doing really well as like the kind of 4th seed, so to speak. In UK getting actually like the number 2 seed from their group play, but unfortunately not able to come on top of Nordic, who did. I mean, obviously not getting first in their group. So UK right now are going to play off against Germany, and Canada are going to play off against France. And I'm not sure as to which match we're going to be casting.
No, I think we'll have to discuss that. Let me go on the casters chat.
I think there was a schedule. I made a schedule, so like there was like a already set match. I just don't know which one it is.
Oh, hang on. Let me go and find that for you.
Like honestly, either one is going to be really good because like I think Canada and France is probably going to be the. No, I don't know, dude. Like either one is going to be really, really good to watch.
I think UK Germany definitely is going to be the most.
Dude, I could argue that like France and Canada is going to be an equally tight match. I don't know, man. Either way.
Just found it. There it is. Okay, we are casting Friday. We are casting Germany UK. We're casting, I believe.
Alrighty.
And Canada France is getting casted on MK boards.
Okay. Cool. Alrighty. So shoutouts. To MK boards, they will be resuming their cast for this one, I assume. And so these are both really good matches, and they're going to be happening at the same time. So I would suggest keeping 2 tabs up the entirety of it. And yeah, that's about it from us for now. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break so everybody can get their room situated and whatnot. UK and Canada will play on for at least one more round. We'll be back in just a couple of moments. KP, I don't know if you're casting. I think you may be casting with me. I don't know.
I don't know if I'm casting. We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out. But if not, if not, I'll just say goodbye in case. But yeah, it's been Eric and KP. We'll be back in a couple moments with more matches to come. Don't go away.
Bye bye.